Hello everybody, Joe Zagacki, University of Miami head coach Manny Diaz. After the second scrimmage, Coach, did you see the kind of growth in the scrimmage that you wanted to see?
It was uneven, to be honest. In the first half, it was a massive butt whipping. The defense just got after the offense. Very disappointing in the way that started to see the old faraway look in some guy on the offense and the things that we're trying to eradicate from our program. But we had a feeling that the disease wasn't fully cured. That being said, second half, the offense rallied, and where in the past, when things had not gone well, there would sort of be a tanking for the game. I saw, a couple productive touchdown drives in the second half, and guys showing some competitive fight and spirit, which is really what this camp and this offseason has all been about. So that'll be encouraging, but the self-inflicted wounds in the first half, not to mention just sometimes you're just taking a beating, will be disappointing. But it's a good reality check. Conversely, defensively, to play as well as they played in the first half, and then to sort of lose their edge in the second half was disappointing. So it's like what we figured. We have not solved all of our issues. We are solving them, but to think that we just snap our fingers and have it all fixed would be fooling ourselves.
All right, big night for your quarterbacks. What did you see in your quarterback evaluation?
I look forward to watching the film. Obviously, in the first half, nobody played well on offense, so it was hard for those guys to function, and part of that was their doing as well. But again, I saw some guys lead some good touchdown drives in the second half. Again, I think Jaron hit one to Will Mallory. I know we had one to KJ Osborne at the end. Still like the running of DJ Dallas, I think he's been consistent throughout camp, so that's been encouraging.
Speaking of the offense, what did you see in terms of guys that perhaps did stand out? You mentioned the second half, that's where they started to pick things up.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, DJ's running. Jimmy Murphy gives us everything you have. He almost had 100 yards rushing tonight. But other than like I said, Will shows up, KJ Osborne shows up. DJ shows up. Mike Harley showed up with a couple flash plays. So we got guys that can do it. But that's the nature of offense, right? 11 guys have to be on point and have to be doing their job, and so what this shows is that, hey, when we're doing it, we can do it. Now here's a good thing: not everybody that plays tonight has to play in the game, and it's time to separate those that are ready and those that are not ready. And some guys are not ready, and they will be ready at some point. The 24th might just be too soon for them.
Your defense, they're making a lot of plays. Gervin Hall had another interception for you. Who stood out for you defensively?
Yeah, Gervin now, so three in 2 weeks in scrimmage situations, which is great for him. Greg Rousseau, I thought, showed up tonight, which we've been waiting for in camp, and I think he's feeling a little better about his body. That was encouraging. Of course, Pickney and Quarterman, those guys. I think Trevon Hill, had a multiple sack night tonight. So you're starting to see some of the progress from those guys. The consistency on the back end. Again, 2 scrimmage situations from a tackling standpoint, pretty good. Not giving up the explosive plays on just shoddy tackling down the field, which has always been a big hallmark of our defense. So the disruption up front and then the lack of giving up big plays is that's always been a big part of our formula.
All right, 2 weeks from tonight, we're going to be in Orlando. So you got a kind of a moving time here in the next 2 weeks. What do you want to see? What has to be done between now and kicking it off against the Gators?
Oh, it's simple. It's a competitive fight. Right? I mean, that's the whole deal. It's going to be a highly emotional night. Both teams will be supremely motivated to play against each other. Who can keep their competitive will through adversity? Because it is going to be a night with all kinds of adversity for both sides, and that's why it's about finding the team, about finding the right mix of guys that don't blink in that setting, and that's what we got to go back and really study this film and find out who are the guys that will fight their way off the ropes, because I think both teams are going to land some blows, and you got it. If you get put in the ropes, you got to be able to fight your way out of it.
All right, Coach, appreciate it. Thank you.
My pleasure.
University of Miami head coach Manny Diaz, thank you for joining us.